So I was doing something. I know that I'm back online. I am back. I have been trying to come online live, but I'm back now. For a long time, more than 1 hour plus now, that I have been trying to come online. And I quickly made a video to record and put on my other page, trying very hard to come online live, all to no avail. I don't know what is the problem. YouTube, I don't know what your problem is or are. So if you are watching me live now, I wish you to share this very video across many platforms. Share it across many platforms and invite your friends and your well-wishers. Just let them know that Emmanuel Oromi Juice is live and direct. And tell them they will come and listen anyway. This is the gospel of truth. Just preaching it the way it is, undilutedly. Undilutedly. Eziokwu nke Chineke ana-akọ mmiri. Share, hit the like button, please. Join the gospel of redemption, live and direct. The gospel of redemption, live and direct. Okay, let us start, please. I have done my own part by sharing it on YouTube. Very soon now, YouTube will be taking me down because in these days, YouTube don't like me going up. They will always reduce my viewers, reduce my viewers, reduce my viewers. And I don't know the reason why they are doing it. So come up here also. The struggle for Biafra and how we started. We have to state it from the beginning. Messi, Ekere TV, I see you. Ndobisi, I see you. Ndobisi Obi, I see you. We have to state the struggle for Biafra and how we all started pushing this very freedom, undilutedly, not looking back, focusing. And how some people came in for cloud chasing, making money and living. Let us start from Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. When Mazen Nnamdi Kanu started preaching the gospel of Biafra, many people don't like it. They were like opposition to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. They were opposing whatever Mazen Nnamdi Kanu believed in. They said Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is brainwashing our youths. Some of them said that they should bring Mazen Nnamdi Kanu should bring his family. Some of them said Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's family is in abroad, deceiving people back here in Biafra land. That Mazen Nnamdi Kanu never meant well for the Biafra people. A lot of lies, but Mazen Nnamdi Kanu promised them one thing. I will come back to Nigeria. You said that I'm in abroad. I am going to come back to face the demon face to face in Nigeria. They thought that it was a lie. When Mazen Nnamdi Kanu came back to Nigeria, they saw him Obatagokwe because he made a broadcast that I am in Nigeria. They saw him Obatagokwe Lekwe Ono na Lagos. They went there and take Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. When they think that taking Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will subdue Biafra, that was when many people had Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. That was when many people had about his plight. That was when many people heard about the preaching because the gospel was boom. Gospel bawa. Those who never knew Mazen Nnamdi Kanu started knowing Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Those of you who are listening to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu today knew Mazen Nnamdi Kanu when they arrested him, and that is the fact. Most of the people following Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was when they arrested Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, that time that they thought that the gospel is dying. That was when the gospel reverberated. From everywhere, left, right, and center, people were asking, who is Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? They said, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is the one broadcasting on Radio Biafra, the one that used to give sermon based on Biafra, the one that used to talk about Biafra. that he have been arrested, bam, many people started joining the struggle. Why must you arrest Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? What have he done? Let us fight this fight once and for all. A lot of people, we are calling for everyone to come and join so that we lower these things once and for all. That was when Niger Delta Avengers was created. Many of you don't know that there was no Avengers before the arrest of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. It was at the peak of the arrest of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. That was when we had another Avengers coming, Niger Delta Avengers. They fought for a while before knowing that they are attacked to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. They were blowing oil pipeline. When they were called, nah, how can we stop this? Because that was the first time Nigeria entered into recession. How can we stop this? Can you stop blowing up the pipeline? They said to stop it, number one is to release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. They put Mazen Nnamdi Kanu at number one. What does that entail to you? The use of force is very, very vital in this very struggle because it is the use of force that compelled Nigerian government to release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Now, who are those that fought against the use of force? Uchechi fought against the use of force. But the use of force, it was never Ejiofor that released Mazen Nnamdi Kanu the first time. It is very, very vital for you to know that Nigeria entered recession. For the very first time in many years, they entered recession, come out, entered another recession because of holding Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. So the cost of holding Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was very high on Nigerian side. So they were searching for a way. How can we stop this cost? That they have lost a lot have been damaged, they have entered into recession. Many of the billions and billions that Nigeria borrowed today was as a result of the first time that they held Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Many of you don't know this, and I'm telling you, many of the billions and billions Nigeria owned today was as a result of holding Mazen Nnamdi Kanu the first time, the cost of holding Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Then, when people were many, we are talking about Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, preaching about Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, preaching the gospel, going everywhere. We had some people, then some people started using Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to advertise their business because they thought if they align with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, their businesses are going to move. Some people like Ndi Neme Dibia, and Onenwe. Before the coming of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, none of you heard about Akwa Okuko. Many of you don't know how he started. It was by the name, mentioning Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, this and that. Boom! The mother say, hey, this Dibia, all in support of what we are doing. Onye say Jesus too. Bam! Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, this and that. People said, oh, these people will be rushing. If Ferdinand and the rest of them, and the pastor, they started to use Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to shine. Many of them will go in their church, not deep down in their heart that they love what we are doing, but due to what? When they talk about Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, members will come. Bam! They started preaching. Many of you will preach the goodness of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu because they know that once they preach it, put it on the internet, the next time people will start grazing up. That is the love of standing on the right path. That is the love of preaching the good news. That is the love of standing whiter than white. Then Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped in Kenya. Before the kidnapping of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya, many prophecies came. Many of them said how Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is going to dominate. Gaburu Biafra waje. And then you give the prophecy, concocted the prophecy, and now prophecy, just because they were hell-bent, on selling their markets. It's not because they love you. It's not because they love Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. But due to what? When they align with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, many people identify them. Many people follow them. So they started using the trend, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, to trend. Simply for trending sake. They were never there for freedom. Otherwise, they could have been here. All of them have disappeared. Go to all those pastors. All those pastors that use Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to deceive you. Hey, we pray for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. He is there for Biafra. Go to there. All of them have disappeared. Most of them are the reason why Mazen Nnamdi Kanu have never been released. Because they fear that when Biafra come, they are not going to have the members as they are having today. Because work will be everywhere, left, right, and center. And you create work. You will no longer have the chance of when you're supposed to work. You use that time to go and sleep in a pulpit, praying for money. There will be no money coming from any pulpit. If you like, pray from January to December. No money will come from any pulpit to you. Because freedom is all about practical. It's all about believing. It's not all about kanjeme, mago, kanjeme prayer. No money will come from anywhere. Pray from January to December. You can never get 5 naira. When you will get money is when the government is good, when work is being created. That is where you will get money. Where God bless people is at the field of your business, not on the pulpit. Pray on that pulpit from January to December. No money will fall down for you for there. Where it is practical for you to get your money is for you to go to your working place and pray, God, I'm in the working place now. Bless me. These very people started being against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu because they have achieved their aim. They have had their members. If they support Mazen Nnamdi Kanu today, their members, when Biafra is still come, when every work is created, just like China. China, nobody is going to. In fact, in China, let me tell you, in China, once they see you going to mosque, they prefer that initial where they take you is psychiatric. In China today, people go to their working place to make money, not in the temple or not in the church, because there will be no money coming from that temple. Where God will bless you is at that place that God told you, stay in your business and I will bless you. I have 52 live viewers and only 20 have hit the like button. Others endeavor to hit the like button. Once you hit the like button, people will join. That's just it. When God will bless you is when you go to your working place. Pray to God from there and God will bless you. God will bless the handwork, your handwork from your working place and not in the church. They started being against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu because their aim of supporting Mazen Nnamdi Kanu have exhausted just to get members. Now they are in charge of their members. They are in charge of their members. The pastors are in charge of their members. So there is no need. If Mazen Nnamdi Kanu come out and if Biafra come, they will never ever attend to their potential, which is making money from you. There will be no church. All this laziness, I'm not saying that there will be no church, but you go there to worship God, not you go there to ask for money. There will be nobody going to Bedibia to go and do posterity. Now, there will be no Dibia deceiving you for Ibubo. There will be no Esemani singing all Jigi. Because Biafra is the foundation of all these problems. I'm not telling you that there is no spiritual problem. There are many spiritual problems. But I am saying it is the spiritual problem. They started being against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Now, when Mazi Simon Ekpa came, the people who were beneficiary of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's legacy. What do I mean by beneficiary of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu legacy? When Mazen Nnamdi Kanu disappeared, there are people who were on top. They never wanted to leave that position. They held onto the position. They started working with Nigeria because there is no way forward. So they will maintain their members by deceiving them. I run underground like you had before. we are doing something on the ground. There was no work, but they need to maintain you, just like Ndidibia maintained you, just like Ndi pastors maintained you. These people who are beneficiaries of that distance, you maintain you by simply lying to you that we are now on the ground working. So you live in denial, you live in self-denial, believing that somebody is somewhere doing work for you to get Biafra, not knowing that they are making money, countless of money out of you. None of them were anywhere making fadding. None of them were anywhere working for you. Otherwise, I challenge you. Those people who told you that they were on the ground working for you, I challenge you to go to them. Ask them, brother, sister, you told me that you was on the ground working for my own freedom. What is the work on the ground? Then you will understand that none of them ever work for you. They can only surface every 4 years. Just like these pastors have scammed you, just like Ndidibia have scammed you, just like Ndezemani have scammed you, these very people, his replica of Pastor Ezeman, Dibia, they are all in one, scamming you. Just one, show your love with Mazen Namdekano, and then remembers. So when Mazi Simon Epa came, those people who were beneficiaries, who thought that, if Mazen Simon Epa come now, we cannot make money from Nigerian government. These people, this Eastern Security Network, we cannot use it to collect money from Nigerian government. Started fighting Mazen Simon Epa. And in their own, they need to tell you, because what was trending then was, if you are working with Hope Uzodinma, you are evil. If you identify with what are they calling him? Mwike, you are evil because Mwike killed our people, Mwike massacred our people. If you identify with Ebubago, you are evil. So what did these people who came to attack Mazi Simon Epa tell you? They told you, Mazi Simon Epa is working for Hope Uzodinma. Mazi Simon Epa is working for Devil Mahi. Mazi Simon Epa is working for Nigerian government. They try to use that trend in them to drag you down, to drag Mazi Simon Epa down, not knowing that they were fighting for their own pockets. The same way, this fake Umudibia, who used Mazen Nnamdi to borrow followers, deceived you. So you believe that, talking in support of Mazen Nnamdi, they were in support of this very struggle. You don't know that they were chasing for followers. You don't know they were chasing for members. You don't know they were chasing for money. They use it to grow their platforms. They use it to grow their platforms. Thank you. Please share. Share and hit the like button once. You don't know that they were using it to grow their members. They come and tell you, we love Mazen Nnamdi Kanu the same way the fake pastors did, the same way the fake Ezemani did, the same way the fake Dibias did. And now you run to them. They are now all of a sudden showing millions to you. People that you know how they started, how they praise Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Power. They can no longer contribute for the benefit of that Biafra which they used to come to limelight. Go, I challenge you. How many of them contributed to this freedom? How many of them bring fadding for this very freedom? None of them. None of them. Instead, they will tell you that Ndini is destroying our Igbo. But then, when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was preaching it, that freedom is not given. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said, we are going to go into guerrilla war. They were shouting, power. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, we support you. But now, at his back, they are now preaching that the same thing that they have initially accepted, just because they have no option of opposing it. If they have option of opposing it, then they would have. But if they oppose it, then their members are going to run away from them, and they become nothing today. So they have no option. They have to pretend as if they love all the things that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is saying, so that they will maintain their members. So their members will never run away from them and go to another church. So they have to pretend as if they love all the things that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was preaching. Are you getting the point? Are you understanding the point? This is the reality. This is the reality. Now, when Mazi Simon Ekpa came, the people who did not benefit from DOS joined with innocent Biafrans, with Mazi Simon Ekpa. They said, oh, we are working for Biafra. We support you, Mazi Simon Ekpa. Some of them who support Mazi Simon Ekpa is because they never benefited from DOS. So they have to return back, come and queue at the back of Mazi Simon Ekpa, believing to be like DOS tomorrow. So that tomorrow, if they do the work of DOS, they will be as rich as China Sanwo-Olu, who now goes to Nigeria using Nigerian military, using Nigerian police. They believe that they will be somehow like Kanu Takano, who is friends to many governors. They believe that somehow they will be like Uchechi, who is now telling you the goodness of Satan. Oh, this governor posterity will remember you. They believe that they will be like a Ejiofor tomorrow, who is now making millions out of Biafra people. So these same people who did not benefit from DOS then come back, queue with innocent Biafrans at the back of Mazi Simon Ekpa. So when Mazi Simon Ekpa was preaching the good news of Biafra, moving the things forward, telling us that we need to get Biafra for our own children, the impunity of Nigeria have been done on us that they can never ever do anything to benefit Biafra. These some people who we are believing that one day, that they will make money and be like Chena Sanwo-Olu. They will make money to be like Benjamin Madabugu. They will make money to be like Owazirike. They will make money to be like Asari Dokubo, who launched Biafra customary government with Uchemefo. Now go and ask Asari Dokubo, where is your Biafra customary government? Go and ask Uchemefo, where is your Biafra customary government? They have disappeared. So all of these demons turn back, queue under Mazi Simon Ekpa, believing that one day they will sell him. Mazi Simon Ekpa, in his wisdom, never bring anyone closer to him. People are far away. In his own wisdom. But you know, a 419er will always check for way to achieve his 419. They started googling, they started asking, how can we sell Mazi Simon Ekpa? Because all of them were 419ers. How can we betray Mazi Simon Ekpa? And they queue, lying in wait, giving information. That was the reason why every vital information to fight Mazi Simon Ekpa, the DOS have always had it. Sometimes Mazi Simon Ekpa will hold meeting. The meeting, the DOS will then go on their program saying that this is what they did in the meeting. That means there is leftover DOS within, pretending as if they are in support of Mazi Simon Ekpa, believing that one day they can achieve the potential of being like Chena Sanwo-Olu, of being like Benjamin Madabugu, of being like Asari Dokubo. All this time, Mazi Simon Ekpa was preaching. They lied in wait. Who am I talking about? What am I saying? Ogengere and his supporters were at the back of Mazi Simon Ekpa, believing that one day they will make money from Mazi Simon Ekpa. They were believing that one day they will make money at the back of Mazi Simon Ekpa. That is the reason why all the things that you have seen now is the replica of the things that the DOS have told you. First, they told you that Master Simon Ekpa said that we should close all our YouTube. Dr. Ngozi, close your YouTube and go. Close your YouTube. What you are doing is disastrous on Biafra. So they want us to close our YouTube, close our social media and go. Where did it emanate from? The DOS were the first people to say that Master Simon Ekpa should shut down and go. That it was the order of Master Nnamdi Kanu. Now they failed. Now they could not achieve this potential because it is a failure at arrival. Nobody can buy that crab that we should not talk about Biafra. So there is another thing for them to talk about. And what is it for them to talk about? What is that another agenda for them to talk about? Another agenda for them to talk about is for them to become the leader and then make money direct, just as DOS did their own, just to make money from the Nigeria and go. Now we have Madam Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, who then emanated out of a tide of necessity because after a day of Master Simon Ekpa's disappearance, after a day of Master Simon Ekpa's disappearance, the DOS criminals in prosy with Ogechukwu Nkeredem wanted to install APM, acting prime minister, which is never done anywhere. This time, Ogechukwu Nkeredem, we are updating us that Master Simon Ekpa is in his house. He went on a national issue. He went on this. But Master Simon Ekpa is disappearing. They are trying to install APM, but they are still lying to Biafra people that Master Simon Ekpa is somewhere. That Master Simon Ekpa is somewhere. They believe that Master Simon Ekpa is somewhere. So this Ogechukwu Nkere, we are lying to you people, deceiving you people, trying to install APM in conjunction with Imam Madabo. Madam Dr. Ngozi Orabueze came out calling all these media people, please come, this is undone. How can you install the acting prime minister when you never know the whereabouts of prime minister? They said, oh, you are evil, Ngozi Orafulani. Then they need to run propaganda just the same way the DOS ran propaganda against Madam Dr. Ngozi Orabueze in order to bring her down. They need to run propaganda against Madam Dr. Ngozi Orabueze in order to bring her down, because when they bring her down and make sure that she never succeeds in stopping them, then they can climb. Am I decent? I do not send you. Thank you. I do not send you, Cecilia. This is clear analysis. Those who have brain should go and analyze or listen to the submissions that I'm doing here and where I started coming from. I'm not talking to people that doesn't have brain. Now, Madam Dr. Ngozi Orabueze started calling people to stop this agenda of trying to hijack Master Simon Ekpa's seat, because you want to overthrow Master Simon Ekpa under a day of not coming on social media. You want to hijack Master Simon Ekpa's seat under a day. And Madam Dr. Ngozi Orabueze started reaching out to people. Please come. We need to stop this. Many people that she reached out to called her names. But up to today, she have never enthroned herself as PM or as prime minister, she have the power of making herself prime minister. Okay, fellow Biafrans, I will now be acting prime minister till prime minister come. But acting will never act more than 3 months. You install yourself as prime minister. Then to have the full right to fight for that your leader. Many of you don't know that acting can never act more than 3 months. If 3 months in any constitution, your prime minister, you do not see it, you then becomes prime minister. That is the reason why I stood against Ogechukwu Nkere, because what he have come is to overthrow prime minister. In 3 months, he will be made prime minister because you can never act for 1 year. You can only act in any constitution for 3 months. In absence, in that 3 months, it is now established that the prime minister is not there. You have to make yourself prime minister. Just like in the case of Ambazonia, Joe Ayabe is not the leader. But Joe Ayaba became the leader for necessary to fight for the release of the leader. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu have always taught this in his teaching, which he talked about the Ambazonia people, that if they catch the leader, that there is a need for you to make another leader, because what they want is for you people to scatter and never have somebody to control you. There is a need for you to make another leader to continue fighting in place of that your leader, which they are incarcerating. Are you getting me? This is the gospel of truth. When you come here, you listen to gospel of truth. Then they started fighting Madam Dr. Ngozi Oraboeze. They called her names. They said that she's Ora Fulani. They said that she's Ora Aboki. There is no particular name that they did not disburse on her, just to win and just to have power. Then they are not telling you on what to do. They started changing the narrative. If there is anybody who talk about something that he needed in the government, they will now change it. Oh, look at them. They are now fighting against each other. They are now fighting her. But look and behold, nobody is fighting her. It is just the narrative of the criminals in DOS, Prosi DOS, which is Ogechukwu Nkere group. Go from beginning to toe and check. What is it that they have told you that is truth and which is sincere? None of them. None of them. But then, listen, there is this another people who are waiting, just as I analyzed under Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, under Mazen Simon Ekpa. There is those another group who are waiting because whether you like it or not, sit down one place, you are still going to hear fight. But we will be here to defend it. There is this another group who comes in under Madam Dr. Ngozi Oraboeze. Just as they came under Mazen Simon Ekpa, just as they came under Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, just as they came under Mazen Simon Ekpa, there is this another group who comes in Prosi under Mazen Madam Dr. Ngozi Oraboeze, pretending because now they cannot fight her. If you fight her, the people of Biafra will defend her. That's the truth. So they have to pretend as if they love Madam Dr. Ngozi Oraboeze. If there is cabinet meeting, they are recording the cabinet meeting, sending it to Ndo Ogenkere. Are you getting the things? If you are in meeting now, and she's talking, cabinet meeting that's supposed to be inside, that's supposed to be confidential, they will record it, then send it to Ndo Ogenkere. Have you now seen it? Because they cannot come to fight her, because they know that immediately they try it, we, the Biafra people, are going to protect her. Listen, whenever Emmanuel Oremi Jews talk, whether you like it or not, that is it. I have analyzed everything here. The truth remains that Madam Dr. Ngozi Oraboeze come in this very struggle for the protection of the struggle, for the way to the struggle to move forward, because there must always be a leader. But notwithstanding, she is not God and she's not a saint. She's not God and she's not a saint. That is the reason why you see me most of the times I will say, oh, this thing, I did not stand on it. This is my own. I did not stand on it. But notwithstanding, the people that comes to fight her, back and forth, go and ask yourself, just look at them at the Twitter. Ndotu Ogenkere that is fighting Madam Dr. Ngozi Oraboeze today. Ask yourself, what have they done? All the things that they have told Biafra are lies. All the things that they have told. Cecilia, I am not here to defend Solomon. What I am here to defend is the head of the struggle. And if you follow my teachings, under Mazen Namdekano, we have betrayal. Under Mazen Simon Ekpa, we have betrayers. Under Madam Dr. Ngozi Oraboeze, we have betrayers. But that does not have anything to do with Madam Dr. Ngozi Oraboeze. Betrayers and sabotage will always come. So what everyone is crying now is, she should be careful so that Simon Ekpa will not repeat itself again. Because we cannot be going back and forth. When you listen to some people talking, when you listen to us talking, many people that have agenda, like I said under Master Simon Ekpa, when I came out to give that prophecy, do you know how many attacks I received? Do you know how many insults? But I stood strong. Am I the person? Not the person. They said, oh, you're against the man. I said, Simon Ekpa, why must you give that? Most of them, I know that most people talk that ignorantly. But there was people who are having agenda. There are people who believe this COS is smart. Simon Ekpa was also smart. I want to go the eyes of COS. When we say this thing, it's not good. She should watch and listen to us. So, because now we're there outside, now they see things. The people who have agenda to pull her down will always fight what we are saying. They will change it. Oh, you are fighting her just because they want to remain authentic under her. But this same group of people, just as they did under Mazen Simon Ekpa, under Mazen Namdekano, are doing it not because of the love for her, but because they want to use her to catch crews. They want to use her to make money. But we will never allow that. The Biafra people are moving forward these days. Not back again. We will continue to move forward. So now let me go back to Akwa Okuko, because somebody is telling me, try to shed more light. Akwa Okuko came to limelight with the name of Mazen Namdekano. Now go and ask all these people, what have they done in place of Mazen Namdekano? Nothing. Mazen Namdekano is languishing. Mazen Simon Ekpa came to fight for the release of Mazen Namdekano. These whole people conspired and said that Mazen Simon Ekpa is killer of his own people. When they mean that Mazen Simon Ekpa is killer of his own people, this is their own stand against Mazen Namdekano. But they cannot tell Mazen Namdekano that he is killer of his own people, because Mazen Namdekano controls the minds of our people. So it is not possible for you to tell Mazen Namdekano that he is killer of his own people. They will lose followers. And followers are going to leave them. At least you hear most of them then saying, oh, we pray for Biafra. Oh, I got Biafra for Anemeya. followers were coming. Because those followers thought that these very people are in support of this very freedom, not knowing that these very people come into this freedom to make money, to make wealth, to make men. They will always be there to make men and to cash out. That is the reason. Onye Jesus came in this very freedom, telling you, oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, God bless you. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, God bless you. So when you hear people preaching for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you would want to identify with the person. So people started going there. Cecilia, I have 100 live viewers and only 55 have hit the like button. Cecilia, you are here typing caterpillar, caterpillar, caterpillar. How many times did you condemn Ogenke for bringing Gaddafi? When I was preaching about this Gaddafi of 18, no, they here they defend Gaddafi. I will never take you people serious until you go and blame Ogenke for bringing Gaddafi. I have seen some comment which said, oh, the difference is that Gaddafi is not working under Ogenke. Who told you? Who told you? Most of the men, Gaddafi have his own men. Oh. Gaddafi get men. Oh. Make I tell you the truth. Gaddafi get men. When he was under Master Simon Epa, he was controlling some men's section and was making a lot of money. So when problems started coming, according to the information that I have, was when they want to centralize it so that all the men will be under bulldozer. So that all the men will go there and take oaths. That was when some problems started emanating, according to my information. So don't say that Gaddafi, Gaddafi, caterpillar. Condemn Ogenkere for bringing Gaddafi first. Then I will take you people serious. Me, I have said, I will not support the bringing of caterpillar. That is me personally. I have condemned my own, but condemn your own. You people cannot be using every... Okay, you lied. Gaddafi is not working for Ogenkere, but Gaddafi came under Ogenkere's platform to mock PM, and you people clap for him. We are hailing him, calling him Kamalo. Have you seen the way that Chineke Yeji Akpo? You people had to say the truth. None of you are saying the truth, and none of you are standing on the truth. None of you are saying the truth, and none of you are standing on the truth. Oh, just followers. That is the only thing that you people cared about, not all about Biafra people. None of you care about Biafra people. None of you care about the people that are being killed. What you people are doing is war. That spirit of overthrowing PM is in every one of you. Because you don't want to condemn what is evil. It is only when it favors you, you condemn it. When it does not favor you, you will not condemn it. Did Gaddafi come under fundraising and said na flag that go people n'aka umwe na akwa aka or so na obiara ime fundraising or mwa ka obidoro ime fundraising? Evil people, you people are evil. Uneshushi. Why ka Gaddafi bidoro ibi eme fundraising? Why you jiga na abia mgbe Simon PM no eh? He did not come. Obieze mgbe PM na no ya bezie na mo ko PM unu na akụrụ ya aka we na asika ma do osozo na chiochi. Ọ bụrụ na ọ bịara ime fundraising, o make na no. Man on the one that unu na akụrụ ya aka na etu ya aha Kamalu osozo shows that he work under your people. Praising him shows that he is in consistent communication with you people. Did you see how evil that you people? That is the reason why I never take you people serious. I will never take you people serious. Because you people are liars extraordinary. All Kedebo Yanarigo, Une pirate a memo from PM. Ne Bugari and a PM saying you're not saying. The same memo, in the DOS and a pirate. Show me the reason why Chineke Jigaga Ono. Just one reason. Nsicha kan ho no kun susuru po that una dem nishigo. Yet una bring your smelling selves on social media here. Una bring your smelling selves on social media. Ihe na na-eme unu no nwaanyị win unu. Ha pụtara na onye a na-akọmentara ihe a bụ oge nkere maka chi ọ gafee ya nke a na-abịara ebe a na-akọmenta ihe ọ gafeghị oge nkere maka mgbe ọbụla ọ hụrụ m obi mapụ ya. I don't want to say some certain things because o nwere one voice ọ na-lament about me. Unu ama na anọ m in your midst. There is one voice ebe ọ na-lament about him and o remages. I have condemned and condemned people for not being sincere. And I will continue to condemn your people. You know, na koro mo Bible lies and fallacy. Unwe eziokwu dị na ihe unu na-ekwu. You know ya whichever way, back and forth, I say. Was it not yesterday that Aparawa? Was it not yesterday that Aparawa posted something saying that oh, Adadi Orama is now praising Ogenkere to deceive the people, the gullible public, that oh, Adadi Orama with the voice of Adadi Orama was saying, that voice was 2023 voice. That is how evil some people have become in this very struggle. You will be communicating with them, they will be keeping your voice for a day of saga. That is to show you that they have evil agenda. Whosoever that kept that voice have evil agenda. Now that Ada is fighting Ogenkere, they now bring it and posted it so that people will think that Ada is now all of a sudden supporting Ogenkere. You people should leave lies, leave the city, leave propaganda. Kachineke hape ekpo n'ọkụ. Kachineke hape ekpo n'ọkụ. You people should leave it alone. Because most of you, group of demons, are smelling. Now let me move on, please. Onyeze Jesus was praising Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, saying, oh, this and that. That was how he gathered a lot of members. Because to them, you must talk about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in order to rise. But the day as Mazi Simon Ekpa came, all of them started being against Mazi Simon Ekpa. But the ones who can be against them on social media and the ones who cannot be against them on social media, they started being against Mazi Simon Ekpa, started calling him evil, started calling him all sorts of names. Just because they want to be seen as original to Nigeria. Because now, according to them, Mazi Simon Ekpa did not control all the whole 100% of the people. But when Ono was during the self-referendum that we gained how many millions of voters, votes, who voted for the referendum? The amount, man. Now go and ask all these Umudibiana that will call you to come and defend them tomorrow. You people use this very struggle, what are followers? This very struggle, how many of you have been able to sow into the struggle? How many of you have really bring money and said, None of you. How many of you have sold money in this very struggle? The answer is no. None of you. It is the same people who pretended as if they love Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and all the legacy, Ayalo Yanogo, Ayalo Guerrilla Warfare. It is the same people who fought against Mazen Simon Ekpa, which means they never believed in Mazen Nnamdi Kanu ab initio. The reason why they followed him was because of the multitude that we are with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. They know that if they turn against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, they are going to receive the treatment that the Biafra people will give to them. Just like one pastor preaching in Imo State, talking against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, then his members started leaving. One of his members stand up, wants to fight him. Obayara in a church. So those of them were afraid then to talk about Mazen Nnamdi Kanu because they never know where their members are. It's just like this, my brother, Reverend Fadeji Membaka. There was a video where he talked about Mazen Nnamdi Kanu then, that he was talking against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. He said something that those of them telling you Biafra, Umuha no obodo ibe, ha chi bring Umuha. Okwu umu ihe akwucha, umu adarasha yo. Ihe anyị nụziri bụ yo. Although our father, I'm not against the Reverend Father Ejike Membaka. Everybody is human. You will make mistake and amen. Although our father then, all his members member Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. That made him to reshuffle, check, because there was a time Okuko against Mazen Simon Ekpa, Okuru something, and Mazen Simon Ekpa gave warning. CAGK. Baimulo gaga jụọ onwe gị ajụ ọ gacha chekicha the thing pụta wee gbuo ha na ya ọjụcha n'onwe ya ụjọ nke ya o ji wee bụrụ human being notice na ya ọ dị at fault na ebe ya ọ nọ wee jụrụ onwe ya ụjọ mgbe ya o kwuru okwu dị ona Maazị Simon Ekpa nye warning si ya ga-ajụ onwe ya ụjọ. He then entered inside room, asked himself questions, and then come up to say that Biafra people really need help. Biafra people really need savior. That we are being oppressed. We are being pushed against the wall. It only takes Master Simon Ekpa's warning to turn it around. Then the same people who supported Master Nnamdi Kanu were the same people who came against Master Simon Ekpa. Even up to today, they were saying Mazen Nnamdi Kanu because they know that majority of our people love Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. If you talk against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, they will start seeing you as demon. They will start seeing you as demon. There is no how Mazen Nnamdi Kanu controls ihe a na-akpọ ebube. Then the same thing happened when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was making wave. Oh no, Bianca Ono never saw the need to fight against what we are doing. Uchechi never saw the need to fight against what we are doing because now Uchechi is saying that Inya bring economic hardship, but she never tell her husband against what we are doing. Otherwise, but little did we know, La Germany. She from Germany, last Kenya, hiding away from her. She don't know where Mazen Nnamdi Kanu are. Because when you can't where stop fighting for Biafra, only make economic hardship. But did Mazen Nnamdi Kanu stop? The answer is no. He continued fighting, continued hammering the way forward for our own people to move forward and regain their freedom. These same people who pretend that they love Mazen Nnamdi Kanu started fighting against Master Simon Ekpa, bringing him. Now, one of them then, Nkana Ochi Amaka Jeresi, na Biafra yeri ishi Maazị Simon Ekpa. There is another thing that you don't know that Chiamaka Jere did. You see the time that they started wearing Ihigwe sitting on a throne, TB. Do you know the person that brought that idea? The person that brought the idea is Chiamaka Jere. Because then, he can get an Uchemefo, Mepere attach, Nere attach. This guy, Biafra, Nigeria child of Mwafulani, was sitting on plastic chair, naming on a program. Then it happens in that program that they did on social media, where Chiamaka Jere was asking, now you don't know the reason why people are following Maazị Simon Ekpa. Now you don't know any reason, because Maazị Simon Ekpa is full of lies. Then he made a suggestion that in order to win he made a suggestion in order to win Maazị Simon Ekpa, that people should start wearing and putting the same attire that he is putting. People should start wearing, that DOS must raise people to start putting the same attire that Maazị Simon Ekpa is putting, that he have now know that people love that people should put that same attire. He said again that people or DOS should send people under Maazị Simon Ekpa to pretend as if they are with Maazị Simon Ekpa and run him down from inside. How many of you watched that particular broadcast that they made? Then, with them, there were few number, about Madeto in that program. Madeto, in that program. How many of you watch it? Where Chiamaka Jere was saying it. Shortly after them, after making the suggestion, he made a U-turn, Buhari 360 degrees, that he have now known that Maazị Simon Ekpa, that the DOS said that he will not forgive them. That is after Ikenga, DOS gave Ikenga Oponturu money to buy regalia, traditional regalia. Thank you, great Ikemba. I love when I'm preaching, people will remember the program. That they should. Shortly after them, the DOS go regalia. A go to Okorofeke, Biafra child Okorofeke, Oshi from plastic chair on the MMA program onto throne. Which in one of their fights then, after the money in about 4,000 euros to acquire those things. So that he will do a perfect program. If there's in or in only about PM. Am I preaching right, please? If I am preaching right, can I hear you say, Papa, right on? Can I hear you say, how many of you have shared this very program, please? How many of you have shared it? You need to share it across every other platforms, please. If I am preaching right, can I hear you say, Papa, right on? They shared money to Okechukwu, shared money to Opontulu Ruago. They bought traditional attire. And then in the quest of this Okoko called Chiamaka Jere, he then made a U-turn and said he have started supporting Maazị Simon Ekpa. The same person also will take a Egbuo. The same person also will take a Egbuo. He have made a U-turn. Thank you. I'm seeing all of you. Starting from Great Ikemba, Jerry Okeke, Omenala, Chris MC Jackson, Jerry Okeke, Daniel Oswala, Chinenye Glad. I see all of you. Please, Papa is riding on. Blessing Chukwu, I see you also. Onyeze, I see you. Onyeze Jesus. Onyeze Jesus, eche manda Anambra ojigeji. Keji charage hapogi. I am moving. Then he made a U-turn, pretending to love Mazi Simon Ekpa. Bia, Kuno at the back. Ade Kukuyana said, oh, Mazi Simon Ekpa. He became, oh, power, PM, power. All the things that you see is eye service. Kangwagi, the truth. In life, oh, everyone come and eye service. He who loves you will not show it more to you. He who loves you, although when he met like this, only I ask him here, he met you. It is to maintain that love when they know. Man, more power, him. That person with a hidden agenda, none of eye service. If you watch Chiamaka Ajere, then you want to PM power, PM power. Then this one, this Okokoro called Ogenkere, land it. You know, even my PM, my boss, your boss, my account, my boss. Today, what are you seeing? Your boss means under one day, you have planned to replace your boss, which is supposed to be the time of sober reflection. Where is my boss? It is supposed to be the time of looking for your boss. But to you, it is the time of replacing your boss, which means you have a hidden agenda. And let us not make mistake. There is a letter that he wrote to Finland, letter of forgiveness. Many of you, I saw some people applauding that particular letter, saying, oh, this is the right direction. Some of you are not wise. Letter of forgiveness means that anything that Finland said that PM did, it is that he did it, but please forgive, which you know that country will not forgive because you wrote a forgiveness. But that letter was to authentify everything or every allegation which is leveled against PM. And that is the reason why we must start making use of our number 6. I have 112 live viewers, only 79 have hit the like button. Others must endeavor to hit the like button, please. Hitting the like button is as a mark of inviting other people to join the program. Once, you can only hit the like button once, not twice. Let us move here and let us go. This message, I hope it is sinking into the minds of our people. Am I preaching right, please? Ndị dibịa erie na anyị mugu na struggle. Ndị pastor erie na anyị mugu na the struggle. Ndị eze nwanyị erie na anyị mugu na the struggle. Now, there is a lady called Ferdinand. This lady used to be somebody that I used to love. Those days that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was around, she was everywhere praising Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That was when she began, like Agwamane. Ferdinand was not a traditionalist before the coming of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came, preaching about our tradition, our lives, our way of life, she became Ezewani then. Saying, oh, then you see her snapping picture everywhere. IPOB power, IPOB power, IPOB power, power. Then, when Mazi Simon Ekpa took over, the guerrilla warfare initiated by in order to move forward for the restoration of freedom. When Mazi Simon Ekpa took over, this lady made a video saying that the name Biafra have killed a lot of our people. She was asking, is there no other way forward? Which means all these years of following Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is trending. She wants to trend with the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Is there no other way forward? Which means she never trusted Mazen Namdekano. If you trust Mazen Namdekano, if you believe in Mazen Namdekano, if you believe in whatever message that Mazen Namdekano is preaching, you will never state otherwise. You will never say, is there no other forward? To what? No other way forward to what? What is it that you have no other way forward? I hope that I'm preaching right, please. I hope that I'm preaching right. I am a man religious, known as the Gracia or the Seed of the Seer, preaching the undiluted fact and undiluted truth. She was saying, is there no other way forward? Which means she never trusted Mazi. Then she said that Mazi Simon Ekpa is spying our people in the name of fighting for freedom, that a lot of people have died. Why can't we check for another way? Why can't we forget this our Biafra and check if there is a way that we can incorporate in Nigeria? Which means these people never ever trusted anything called Biafra. It was then the trend of the day is that all of us want Biafra. So they were identifying with the trends of the day. They were just identifying with the trends of the day, which is identifying with Biafra. I am a man religious. Today we are there. Most of these people have become two in the hands of politicians. Now, ask you for yourself, there is no politician will hijack them. They will always stick to their agenda. But this same group of people will always say that as sabotage Anna Biafra, people have sabotaged, but they are the main sabo, which after shouting Biafra, Biafra, they have now gone to one Nigeria, preaching one Nigeria, being a two in the hands of politicians. How do you think that Biafra will come? When you, the same me and you was talking about Biafra, the same me and you is preaching about Biafra. Now you have become a two in the hands of those who are oppressing us. How do we then intend to move forward? How can we move forward when one of us is no longer preaching for our benefit? The one of us is then preaching for the benefit of one Nigeria. How then do you think that we are going to move forward? I am a man religious. I preach nothing but the undiluted truths. It's your preach. These some people who are telling you, oh, freedom. These some people, when we started, we preach about Iraq. We preach about South Sudan. We preach about how South Sudan fought different wars for 50 years. And at the end of the day, they will get their freedom. This group of criminals who are now going anywhere preaching to you, we are there sharing in every platform that if South Sudan can go for 50 years, we can go for 100 years. Nigeria, you can never suppress the ways of the people. Go and ask these people how far. Those are the people telling you, oh, there is criminality. Those are the people telling you, oh, you are criminal for fighting for the same freedom which they preach ab initio, which they initially supported. Can I hear you say, Papa, ride on, please? Can I hear you say, Papa, Kovaha? Can I hear you say, Papa, Javaha, Tiveha Mbadamura Unisi? Can I hear you say, Papa, 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 Papa Ripa, Kovaha Mbadamura Unisi? Because now is the time for our people to get bread. We are in freedom, fighting for freedom, for the restoration of Biafra. Some people's way of life, or some people's this thing is now suppressing the people. Thank you. One of Uruagu Nnewi. was the one in South Africa telling Nigeria, you cannot kill my people. I am a reserve. Want to know I go a reserve. You cannot kill our people. I'm a reserve of Eastern Security Network. Everywhere, every Eastern Security Network, our people. You can never kill our people and go free. A reserve. Go and ask him how far. Obviously, a reserve of Hope Uzodimma. I am telling you nothing but the undiluted truth. This freedom that we have come to fight for. Some people are here to make money. Some people doesn't even have freedom at mind. Some people come for freedom, but once they come and see that they are being recognized by one politician, they say, oh, no, come for this politician. Then the person starts, how can I sabotage? So I will receive my pay. Some of them come because of hunger, but they will always call you hungry, hungry, hungry. Although hunger that brought them, Benjamin Madabugu couldn't have disappointed. The first $20,000 he saw, $20,000. Then, attach. The attachment shop was owned by Uchemefo, not by Ikenguru. Otherwise, tell him to make a video from that place again. Only way that place Uchemefo. That is the reason why a big attachment shop like that, ordinary cancer can area ego for cancer. Of Anambra State. Before Ifeanyi could bring money, cancer. May her soul rest in peace, please. May her soul rest in peace. I have no problem with the woman. The woman is not the problem. Am I preaching right here? Am I preaching right? Since I am getting notification on Twitter, I am going to stop this very program because Secretary of Defense is now live and direct. So those of us here can go and listen to Secretary of Defense, please. The government is live. The government supersedes my program. Please, let us go and listen to them. Maybe when they finish, I will continue. Please, from me from here, it is good morning.